Hey everyone, have I here been a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be going over the colossal, super, mega announcements, whatever you want to call them, and the details for the EZA to Dokkan Festival exclusive LR Super Gogeta and the physical LR Janemba. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And I thought I was going to have a quiet Friday. Nothing to really look forward to. Maybe do a little summoning, something of that nature. But no, Dokkan said, hey, here's everything you need to know. And then dropping the LR or the EZA to the LR that everyone said that's crazy. It's crazy talk. I did this video 3 weeks ago, technically speaking, and I was pretty spot on, as you can see. I did change later on that I was thinking they were going to do a banner unit for the free-to-play Bio Broly. But I mentioned this is the EZA to the Super Gogeta is the last Dokkan Festival exclusive LR that needs to be EZA'd in the third generation of Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs. It just had all the reasoning behind it, and one thing I didn't think of is them, if they did this, they would also EZA the Janemba. So we got both. But before we dive into the details, I do want to go through the producer's letter, just quick highlights of it, because the amount of information they dropped on the producer's letter was just absolutely amazing. I have it on mute, don't worry about it. I'm just going to quickly go through, if I can, where is it? Right there, and just kind of pause it and go through the highlights here. So yeah, this was out of this world. So this just, talked about the campaign theme here. They're like, okay, we're extending it a little bit further, and we're, since this was, about movies, we're just going to extend it a little bit further, and we're going to give you the EZA. I think there's another slide beforehand. No, EZA to the Dokkan Festival exclusive Tech Super Gogeta and the physical Janemba. This looks like it's going to be dropping 10/1, so the day before the Worldwide Celebration ends on Pacific Standard Time. So I'm guessing 10/1 around 11 o'clock is when we should be getting it. They did talk about Fusion Reborn as part of another movie, and it was just continuation with the Bio Broly or the Broly Worldwide Campaign Celebration. So I wouldn't even call this an EX. This is just kind of this little transition celebration into the new Dokkan Festival exclusive unit, which we don't know quite yet, but we did find out what the banners are, what the banner system is going to look like, which is absolutely incredible. So they are going to be talking about putting in an additional Memorial Battles movie edition in here with Gogeta and Janemba. So these should be, I would say, then the most difficult events in the Memorial Battles. So I can't wait for that to happen. This also, you're able to get EX orbs on here as well. So that's going to be very interesting. Now they dove into this. This timeline here was absolutely crazy. So let me actually, let me see if I have an arrow here. There we go. Beautiful. So they're going to talk about the change of summon format, which is actually, all this stuff is great, right? Greatest Warrior, character details, changing the icons in battle just so you can see it better. I think it's all great stuff that they're doing. They also are going to talk about the quest for Bardock Awakening and the Frieza Dokkan Awakening. But here is the big news, and of course in development for the anniversary. New skill added, character details, etc, etc. Can't wait for that to happen in the end of January, beginning of February. That's over here. Yeah, my icon is blocking it, but 10-year anniversary over here, right? So October, they're going to be starting these changes, the icons, all the updates here. But here's where I was like, yes, okay, we did not have this confirmed yet. So this should be the last Super Dragon Ball Hero crossover campaign, since Super Dragon Ball Hero is basically done over in Japan. And I'm guessing they're going to go all out here. They're going to go all out, and this in November is going to be just crazy hype. Just crazy characters, EZA's characters, I don't know if they're going to super easy some characters. I don't even know what we're going to do with the characters after this campaign, but I'm very, very excited here. So they're also going to do the Divine Carnival, Dragon Carnival here in basically December, which December through January, which I also predicted already. And this is where I predict we're going to get Jiren. So whatever that we're going to be getting in JP, Jiren's going to be also on that as a featured unit. So that'll be the first time that we're going to get Jiren on global, but it doesn't mess up the, what's the word I'm looking for? The continuation of JP, right? So it's just going to be add on there. I don't know where we're going to get Master Roshi. I have no idea where they're going to slot that in. But also, they are going to talk about the 10-year anniversary coin collecting campaign, which is going to run from all the way from now, October, all the way to the anniversary. So let's actually move on a little bit further. And they're going to highlight some of these things. So the Quest Dokkan story there. The 10-year anniversary coin campaign, part 1. It's going to start on 9/30 all the way to the anniversary, so it's gonna be wild to see what they're gonna be doing there. So yeah, this is gonna show, you know, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 years. So it's gonna be like this little special campaign, which is great. This is 10 years is huge, right? Huge, and really, really excited about it. You know, I think they're just gonna really change the game here, and yeah. So let's go ahead and move on. So they talk about character details. So the character details, they're changing it up here, right? So they're going to show, you're able to then see, you know, the new icons. They're showing the new icons. Yeah, the new icons here on the dodge, on the additional attacks, or these are the effects, right? So these are certain actions that are performed during the battle. Visualization on the times on here. On top of that, they finally gave us the addition of details button for the passive instead of us having to hover around and go, I can't see anything because the passive skills are being so long. So that's a huge improvement there. Okay, so there's the icon changes on here. So this is the icon design improvements. So stun's gonna look, you know what, stun was fine, right? I don't think I need the 2 stars. Just the big blast there is fine there. If they make the icons a little bit bigger, I think that would be beneficial. So they're pretty much the same, and the thing is about, you know, it's 9 years of getting used to these things. Now we have to reformat our minds to going, oh, okay, the little spinny stars is stun, the little arrow with a clock on it is a turn delay. Right? So I don't think they needed to do this, but I think making them maybe a little bit bigger could have helped. Anyway, so that's the new design improvements, having some new icons on there. The Greatest Warrior campaign is basically there's too many missions, unable to power up some characters, and overwhelming amount of content after clearing missions. Yes, you understand that. So I think they're just basically going to be running a different campaign for you to start the game, which is good because starting the game is very cumbersome, but there's a lot of rewards that come from it. So they're going to design something, you know, totally different, and it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to actually do. They didn't give us too much details. They're just saying, hey, we're going to be just kind of changing the startup to the game, so which is nice. On top of that here, oh yeah, change of summon format. This is huge here. I love it. So Dokkan Fest and legendary summons will be unified. Guess what, boys and girls? We get Dokkan Festival exclusive limited coins for Dokkan Fest. So basically the LR banners and the Dokkan Fest banners are basically the same now. It's 1,000 Dragon Stones to get your first copy. This is so good news to my ears because, again, I was one of those individuals who tried to summon for 1 copy and had to spend 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, even close to 5,000 Dragon Stones just to get 1 copy. And now it's also, you also get these 7 rounds only guaranteed to recruit, a guaranteed featured for every 3 multis. That's huge as well. This is amazing. This is amazing. Can't wait. So this is for large scale campaigns, worldwide celebration campaigns, anniversary celebration. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. Okay, so wait a minute. This is for regular Dokkan Fest banners. All right, large scale campaigns like worldwide celebration campaigns, anniversary celebrations, thank you celebrations. So about like 4 or 5 celebrations. These it's going to be excluded. This system's going to be excluded. They're going to create some different system. Probably the system we just recently got, maybe a little bit upgraded, where you can use these limited coins for multiple banners, right? I think they're going to implement that. Anyway, I think we're just going to have pity all the way through, right? Pity all the way through, and that is news to my ears. Very, very happy about the change here. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much about it. So they say thank you. Okay, yeah, got done. All right. Just they killed it. They killed it. This timeline is amazing. Let's go ahead and move on to the EZA details. So let that all sink in. A lot of information. Details here. I technically took a peek of it and don't know exactly how I feel about it yet, so I will be reacting while I read through this. So shout out to the DBZ Dokkan Wiki, of course, for always providing these translations. All right, so we now have 180%. So this is a Dokkan Festival exclusive LR. So we know that this can be 180. If they're 170, they go to 180. Time limit, connected hope. So 180 is fairly, relevant. So if this unit's any good, he can be an incredible leader, and who knows, Connected Hope might be on a top 10 list. So let's see here. Raises attack, stacking, and greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes cost damage to enemy. All right. Greatly raises attack. Ooh. Stacking, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to enemy. All right. All right, what do we see here? So key +2, attack and defense 200%. Plus an additional attack and defense 50% when performing a super attack. All right, not too huge there. Reduces damage by 40%. Boom, flat out. That's huge. Randomly changes key spheres. Randomly changes 1 key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres, plus an additional key +2 per rainbow key sphere obtained. Okay, great. Launches additional attack, has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Great. Plus an additional 50% and launches an additional super attack. Plus an additional attack and defense 50%, and here we go, and reduces damage by 20% for 1 turn at the character's entry. Okay, wait a minute, that's not, so 200%, 50, greatly raises defense, so definitely not a first position unit, right? So you're gonna get a couple super attacks in to boost up defense there. You got the 40% damage mitigation, and then you get reduces damage by 20% for 1 turn from the character's entry turn when HP is 70% or less at the start. Oh, okay, so you can. Okay, so this turns on when HP is 70% or less. Okay. Oh, for 1 turn from the entry start, or actually this doesn't make any sense here. Or less at the start of the turn. Does it have to activate? Because that'll be nice if you just can wait on it. So, it's fine. It's an upgrade, but base form wasn't all that great anyway. So let's go see the transformation. So give me 1 second here. All right. So the transformation mechanic can be activated when HP is 70% or more, starting from the 4th turn of the start of the battle. All right. So again, lots of upgrades here, right? It's way better than what we had before, but it would have been nice to have something for like 2 or 3 turns versus just this 1 turn here. So you do have to wait until the 4th turn until you get from the start of the battle. So it's just from the start of the battle. So 4th turn from the start of the battle, not from the character's entry. All right. So transformation, 4th turn, boom. Super Gogeta, I'm expecting this to be really good. So greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes cost damage to enemy. Greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns and causes mega cost damage, and greatly lowers attack and defense, which is nice. Recovers 30% HP, fantastic. Key +5, attack and defense 250%, plus an additional attack and defense 77% when performing super attack. Performs crit, reduces damage by 40%. Randomly changes key spheres of certain type from 2 rainbow key spheres, and then key +3. Keys for rainbow key spheres obtained, plus additional attack 77%, launches additional super attack guaranteed, and guards all attacks with a okay, so guards, that's what I wanted, like guard for 2 turns or something like that over in the base form. So guards damage mitigation, and some mini stacking here. Nice. And guaranteed super attack. Okay. Key plus 5 reduces damage by 40. Whoa. Okay. So it reduces damage by 40% for sees enemy super attack for 5. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Okay. So 80% foresee enemy super attack for 5 turns and cards. Yeah, okay. You're not dying. You're not dying for 5 turns. All right. So when the enemy is hit by an ultra super attack, when enemy is hit by an ultra super attack, nullifies unarmed super attacks directed to the character and from the enemy, and then high chance of evading enemy and a high chance of hitting enemies. They just said, yeah, we'll just throw that in there. You're not dying in 5 turns. Right, so that's huge. So once this falls off here, you still have 50% dodge, 40% damage mitigation, and guard. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, this is broken. This needs a little help, so you want to get them on floater position, get that 4th turn, make sure you don't take any damage, so you're 70% or above in HP. And so that's the tough restriction, right? That's the tough restriction, is that HP restriction there, that it's 70% or more. So you do have to watch out on your HP there for you to transform, because once you go Super Gogeta, this is an absolutely broken unit. So wow, they did an amazing job there. Okay, all right, let's look at the Janemba. So Janemba is just the yellow coin LR, right? It's not not like a Dokkan Festival exclusive or anything like that. So you're only going to get, this is the first, okay. So this is the first yellow coin, 150% dual, key plus 4, dual 150. So this is Crota Body Mind and Movie Bosses at 170. So this is the first one that we've ever had in the yellow coin LR into the next generation. We still have a few that we still need to do in the older generation. Hopefully they get those done fairly quickly. But now, yeah, we're in the next level of yellow coin LRs. So super attack, 12 key is raises attack for and defense for 1 turn, causes constant damage to enemy, and greatly lowers defense. No big deal there. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to enemy, and massive lowers defense. Remember, this is a 1st and 2nd position unit, so let's see if they keep that here. Key plus 3, attack and defense, 166% guard. That's what we want. Reduces damage received by 22%. Launches additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack for 1 turn from the character's entry turn. Okay, that's just for like a little mini stack there. That's kind of worthless. It's nice, but for 1 turn. Okay, plus an additional key plus 2 up to 6 attack and defense 66% for up to 166, and chance to perform a critical hit 22 up to 66% with each attack performed, plus an additional 66% and key when it's 22 or more, plus additional damage 22% in the 1st or 2nd position on turn. So you have guard, and you're going to have 44% damage mitigation in the 1st or 2nd. So I think you should be fine. And then launches additional attack, has a great chance of becoming a super attack for the 2nd and 3rd, and then great chance of nullifying key blast. Great chance of nullifying key blast super attacks direct to character, and high chance of evading the enemies. And then you have the 50% dodge as well. I think you're fine. I think what you want to start with is this Janemba, base form Janemba in 2nd position. Build up a little bit, and then once you're built up a little bit, you can move him in 1st position, no problem. So yeah, really, really nice. This is very strong, very strong. You got guard, you got 44% damage mitigation, you got 50% dodge in the 1st or 2nd. So nice. So yeah, build up, and then you're fine. Once this 166% the defense builds up, you're fine. And then you have 66% to grade. Yeah, okay. You go into little fury mode here, and greatly raises attack temporarily, causes destructive, and then massive raises attack temporarily. This is just like giant mode here, right? Changes all key spheres. Okay, this is nice. And then attack 16% per key sphere obtained. Awesome. Yeah, nuking dynamic on there. All right. Busted. And great to see. Like, this is crazy. So it's like you gotta wait 4 turns. You can't take any damage, and boom, you got God Super Gogeta, and then Janemba's fantastic. He's going to be another great option for movie bosses. Another great option for movie bosses. So anyway, there you have it. It's a long video here, but there was a lot to talk about. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you guys think about all this craziness. All good stuff here. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.